Así arranca el Es Esto la Fábrica del día de la fecha, esta sección, esta parte del programa en donde repensamos, reanalizamos, redefinimos todo lo que tiene que ver con la industria de la música, una actividad que hace un par de años nada más precisaba de barcos, de aviones, de containers que lleven de un lado al otro del planeta Tierra todo lo referido al arte, desde un vestuario de una obra de teatro hasta una filmina de cine que tenía que ser reproducida acá, allá o en cualquier parte. De todos estos cambios, de todas estas revoluciones, de todas estas marchas para adelante, para atrás, para el medio, es que hablamos en esta sección, y para nutrirnos de ello, para hablarlo, para hacerlo más interesante, siempre invitamos a diferentes personalidades, personajes de la cultura, de la industria de la música. Esto quiere decir desde organizadores de festivales, desde sonidistas, desde productores y músicos, muchos músicos, como es el caso de del día de la fecha, donde nos vamos para Israel para hablar con la amiga MICHAL GUTMAN, que ya está conectada con nosotros. Hi MICHAL, how are you? I am Manu here.
Hey.
Are you listening me good?
So nice to see you. Yeah.
Excelente. Bueno, Raúl, mandale nomás y arranquemos con la nota.
Everything is perfect. Check sound made. We are live. We are going to start with the interview. So please tell us your full name. Where are you from and how old are you?
I'm MICHAL GUTMAN. I am 50 years old and I am from Israel.
Okay. I'm over 40, so everything is okay. Bueno, I'm going to make a little translation for the Spanish listeners. Estamos hablando con MICHAL GUTMAN, es de Israel y tiene 50 años. So, which is your first memory of you listening to music?
Oh, wow. Okay. It's probably not the first one, but I remember Paul Simon's Graceland.
Paul Simon?
Yeah, the video clip. Do you remember? You Can Call Me Al. He had a weird video clip of, it was like somebody else was singing and he was like interrupting. That's I guess this one and Tom Waits's In the Neighborhood. I think it was the same year they started making video clips.
Wow. Bueno, le pregunté su primer recuerdo escuchando música y nombró a Paul Simon y a Tom Waits. And where do you hear them? The music usually comes through the radio, through the TV when you were young.
Through the TV, yeah. There was one show on Israeli TV that showed these things.
Okay.
And we all watched it.
Ok, bueno, lo que nos estaba contando que es ella consumía mucha televisión, mucha música a través de la música. Había un show en Israel que pasaba todo ese tipo de música. Para.
Sí. Es re loco esto. Dijo Paul Simon y Tom Waits.
Sí.
¿Son grandes en Israel ellos?
They are big artists in Israel. They are well known.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, nice.
Sí.
Nice.
Beautiful kind of music. That was. And do you have any parents that are your mother, your father are musicians too, or you are the first one?
No.
Ok, perfecto. Bueno, ahí nos dicen no tiene padres, no tiene familiares, es la primera música en la familia. Sí. And can you tell us which was your first instrument and which was the first song that you learned?
First song that I loved.
Learn. With your first instrument.
On my instrument. Well, I sang for many years before I played anything.
Okay.
I played the piano a little bit as a kid, and I played some jazz piano. But I don't remember. I didn't sing while I was playing, so. And I started to learn to play the bass when my band needed a bass player. So I didn't learn so much other people's music. I sort of like developed into this weird bass player who can mostly play her own stuff. I can tell you the last one that I learned, it's Marian Faithfull's Mother Wolf.
Ooh.
That's the last one. That's the one I'm sort of enthusiastic about playing.
Beautiful. Bueno, lo que nos estaba contando, yo le pregunté sobre su primer instrumento y cuál fue la primera canción que aprendió, y lo que nos estaba diciendo que empezó tocando un poco de piano, de jazz, y después, bueno, se pasó al bajo porque su banda necesitaba un bajo, entonces no es que aprendía muchas canciones, sino más que nada lo que necesitaba la banda, y la última canción que ella aprendió fue una canción de Marianne Faithfull, Mother Wolf, así que más o menos tiene un mundo musical muy amplio. And can you tell us how do you get your first bass? How do you meet the bass?
How do I meet the bass?
Sí.
Well, I had a few bands. I used to write the text and sing to people music, and I sang on it, sort of like it happened together. And then there was this time that we didn't have a bass player, and then the band broke up. So I said, okay, I'll just buy a bass, and at least I'll be one step further. And then about after I took 2 lessons, I found my first bandmate for the band I had afterwards. So it sort of happened. I think for me, almost everything is like instruments to tell the story. I'm much more a singer than I'm anything else. So I play the bass because there was nobody else who played it. I do loops because I need some more sounds, and it's like the easiest thing to do to get them. But the whole thing is like a construct in order to tell a story and to sing. That's the thing that I can't replace. If somebody else would come and play bass, I wouldn't feel something was taken from me. But the story and the singing is something that's like vital.
Sí.
I do everything else to do that.
Sí. And why you say that you make a text and not the lyrics?
I don't know. I guess it's just different kind of ways we speak English when it's not our mother tongue. You say lyrics, I say text. I don't know even if what is better. I don't know.
Perfect.
The words. I write the words.
The Words, perfect. Bueno, nos estaba contando un poco que ella es más que nada una cantante, ella siempre fue cantante, y que para ella es muy importante escribir historias, o sea, no, y lo que ella nos decía, que primero le llega el texto y después empieza a armar toda la estructura de la música. Por eso también como bajista se apoya mucho en loops, porque le es difícil por ahí encontrar grupos y gente que toque, pero bueno, que ella más que nada es una contadora de historias, y por eso dijo que es un texto y no no la letra. Y aparte de lo que dice, que generalmente se dice de diferentes maneras de acuerdo a cómo hayas aprendido el idioma. Perfect. You were saying something?
No, I got offline, but you were still translating me, so it's okay.
Okay, perfect.
My internet got a little bit fuzzy.
No, it's okay. And can you tell us, are there any places to study music for free in your region, or you always have to pay to study music?
Oh, there's a lot. To study music?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, because I learn alone. But I think usually, the internet has so much resources now. I have a son who studied guitar from the internet. Almost everything you need, you can see somebody made a YouTube saying how to do it. So.
Perfecto. Bueno, lo que nos estaba contando, que ella no sabe precisamente cómo es el sistema para aprender música en este momento, porque ella es autodidacta y tiene un hijo que está aprendiendo, más que nada toca la guitarra y aprende todo a través de YouTube, así que hay clases gratuitas en YouTube, así que no hay problema con ese tipo de cosas. And can you tell us which was the first concert, the first live show that you went?
That I went to?
Mm-hmm.
When I was 16, David Byron.
David Byron?
I think that's the first one. Yeah, he came, he played, and he was with the band who played, there was this Irish movie about an Irish band, I forgot their name, and they played, the band from the movie and his band made like a double concert.
Beautiful.
That was the one I saw. It was amazing.
Bueno, nos estaba contando que su primer concierto fue David Byrne, que justo estaba en un momento en donde tocaba el soundtrack de una película, y bueno, ella tuvo la posibilidad de ver en Israel ese concierto, y el grupo hacía las dos cosas, tocaba canciones de David Byrne y aparte tocaba la música de la película. When did you decide to start a solo music career? Michal Gutman, sí, music.
It was, I think, 3 years ago. I had a band for 10 years, and we made 2 albums together, which was my writing of the text, and like I said before, that we wrote the music together, in a way. But then I tried to make, I think my ambition for the kind of music that I want to do sort of changed. I wanted to make what I made now is, I think, more like a soundtrack, like songs that you can feel like you're in a movie. There's like a break and like a dream, somebody talking, and then again it's a song. I really wanted to do that, and that was very hard for me to do with because the rhythms change. The construct is very fluid. So we tried to do it together. It was very frustrating. And then I said, okay, I'll try to do it alone for a while. And I found this method of playing I have this looper, which I don't play the loops live. I mean, I don't create them live. I have like different patches of music that I can take in and out while I'm playing on my bass and singing. And this works for me. So I didn't intend to be a solo artist for a long time, but this sort of enables me to do like closer to my dream, I think. Okay. And also I'm so for the English name for that thing, I'm very stubborn and I want to play a lot and I want to perform a lot, and it's very hard to drag your band when you want to play every week and also rehearse and write new music. It's crazy, you feel like you're tormenting people. And when you work alone, it's like you can put your foot on the gas for as hard as you like and nobody complains. So it works for me because I'm, at least in music, I'm very, very stubborn, and it really, Israel and Palestine and the whole region and the whole thing is so crazy and full of grief and frustration and sadness that music really helps me to feel like I don't know, to have air. So I don't want to do it slower for nobody.
Sí. We feel the same. We were talking about that, for example, when you come to a sound check with the band and that kind of things. I don't think you are stubborn. I think that you feel it happens to me the same, that you feel that the music is like a friend that you can talk to, and nobody, the music doesn't fight back to you. You know.
Yeah.
The music is something there and doesn't fight back, so you can breathe with music. I completely agree with that. So,
yeah, and also a place you can put all your grief and all your anger and all your despair, and somehow they become something beautiful for yourself and for the people who listen. It's like magic. And then, it's over.
Sí.
But yeah, it's essential.
Muy bueno lo que acaba de decir. Bueno, nos estaba contando un poco su sensación de qué es lo que le pasa con la música. Nos contaba por qué el proyecto Michal Gutman. Ella tenía unas bandas y lo que ella quería hacer era tocar como el soundtrack de una película, y bueno, y eso se hacía muy complicado para estar de acuerdo con la banda. Y lo que ella nos estaba contando, que también no quería molestar a la gente, o sea, ella quería tocar todos los fines de semana o tener un montón de música rápido, y sentía que molestaba a la gente pidiéndole cosas, mira, vamos a hacer esto o lo otro, y así fue como arrancó también ella tiene una loop station en donde no hace el loop en vivo, sino que ya tiene las cosas grabadas y las va tirando en vivo, y esa fue la manera de solucionar su problema con sacar música. Y otra de las cosas que decía, que toda la zona de Israel, de Palestina, estaba en conflictos permanentes, y ella es como que le resulta un poco frustrante todo ese tipo de cosas, y bueno, decidió hacer su música. Y aparte, una de las cosas que decía, que como que la música es un lugar donde podés tirar todo tu odio, todo tu enojo, y vuelve de manera linda para ella a nivel personal y para la gente en general. Entonces es una manera de disfrutar ella haciendo música y de hacer cosas buenas y con tanto lío alrededor.
Sí, yo vi muchos videos de ella y veo que usa 2 micrófonos, tiene también un Chaos Pad. Si nos puede contar un poco el set que tiene ella, y después preguntarle puntualmente por el Chaos Pad, cómo lo utiliza ella, si para las voces o para el bajo o para todo.
We were looking at a lot of videos of you playing live, and you have a Chaos Pad, a loop station, something like that. Manu wants to know about your set live, and how do you use your Chaos Pad? You have 2 mics, for the voice and that kind of things.
I love the Chaos Pad. I have a Chaos Pad. So I want to know how you manage that sound.
Okay, my loop station, which you can't see in the video, I guess, because it's on the floor. It's this new Boss loop station, and I can put the Chaos Pad in through that. And so usually I play from that. Except for there's a couple of songs that I take the mic out of the Chaos Pad because of it has such beautiful mic effects for singing effects. Yeah, so yeah, it's a lot of wires.
Why you have 2 mics?
What?
Why you have 2 mics, 2 microphones?
2 mics. Oh, because I have one that's sort of clean, like my usual voice, and another mic that's really weird, like in the song you played, but also like in Berki, and some songs that have this I use this low voice, and it's a nice thing to do in performances. When you have 2 mics, you can just move from one to the other and sort of manage how much you want of each voice. So it's a dramatic effect, actually, like you're 2 people speaking. You can also direct them to different places in the room. Like you can have one mic going more left and the other mic going more right, and then it's like 2 people speaking in your ears. I like that. I don't know exactly how to verbalize what I like about it, but I like it. There's something. Maybe it's a mask. The weird voice is like a mask. It's like when you're wearing a mask, you can say things that you can't say with your own voice. It's like a game, but you still have your own voice also speaking there. So.
Sí, creo que contestó perfecto tu pregunta, y el final fue tremendo, diciendo, bueno, los 2 micrófonos uso uno para la voz limpia y otro para la voz sucia, y lo que estaba contando que hay veces que es como una máscara y uno piensa que a través de una máscara puede decir cualquier cosa. You know, the name of this radio is Careta Radio.
Yeah.
Careta is like a mask.
Oh!
Similar what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
¿Cómo define ella? No, continue.
No, talk. Oh, I mean, the mask is...
It's okay.
Go on, I go and drink mine.
What I was saying is that, there's always a part of doing art that is like a mask. You're doing something you can't say normally. But that's it. Sorry, say what you wanted.
Excelente. ¿Cómo define ella qué partes son una música que va detrás y qué parte toca ella en el momento?
How do you manage to the things that are back, playing live, that are back, and the things that you play live? How do you manage that?
Well, it's a game, and like everything else, it's like you practice. and your whole body sort of starts to know when you have to press something and take it in and press something and take it out, and it's like a juggling kind of thing. I think I might miss it if I have more bandmates, because it sort of forces your brain to work in like 5 channels, which is also fun when you get over the frustrating part in the beginning. But I also always try to do it so that it won't be too much effort, so I can concentrate on the singing, because most of it has to happen automatically, so I can, if I feel that I'm more concentrated in pressing the buttons at the right time so that talking becomes like an automated talking, then I feel like I lost something. So every song is like a struggle to get to the right balance of enough things happening that are interesting, but enough naturally so I can concentrate on the story.
Está muy bueno, comparto lo que dijo Manu de que a veces los guitarristas les suele pasar eso mucho, que suelen perder expresión tocando tantos botones, y lo que ella estaba diciendo que trata de que sea lo más simple posible todo el seteo para que ella pueda concentrarse en lo que es en vivo, en su voz y cómo expresarse, y dice que trata que sea un balance entre todas las dificultades de estar apretando botones y la expresión de su voz, que dice que es lo fundamental, que es para ella es lo más importante de todo. Así que trata de balancear eso y que sea fácil para que la expresión sea buena. Muy bueno. Sí, quiere hablar, que tiene un montón de cosas para decir, me parece, Manu. Sí. In March of this year, you released your single Architecture. What did the lyrics talk about?
It's about a relationship that was. I wrote it when it was ending. And I wrote it about the things I didn't want to forget, because, the song starts, I never want to forget, because when you're in love, the world is different, and when you're not, you forget that it can be different. So I wanted to write a song so every time I sing it, I'll have to remember a little. Beautiful. I think that's...
Traducime eso,
sí,
Robert.
hermoso, beautiful what you're saying. Bueno, en marzo de este año ella sacó una canción que se llama Architecture, y se trata sobre cuando uno está enamorado, las cosas, el mundo lo ve de una manera, y cuando uno no está enamorado se olvida de cómo son esas maneras. Entonces ella lo que está tratando de escribir en la canción es que de no olvidarse de cómo son las cosas cuando uno está enamorado, cuando las cosas funcionan bien, y que no tratar de no olvidarse de esas cosas que son las realmente importantes. And in May of this year you release another single that the name is Never Coming Home. Can you tell us what did the lyrics talk about?
Oh, the Never Coming Home is the whole album.
Okay, sí. Mm-hmm.
So do you want me to speak about what the whole album I think is about?
Say kind of the lyrics, the most important things that you try to reach.
I think I wrote it. Maybe it's close to architecture. It's this feeling of being at home, like knowing knowing who you are and where you are, and changing things that have changed and will never come back, and trying to make a space for them, at least in art, how to carry them with you. And it's strange because I think I wrote it on mostly a personal level, but I think it works for the situation in general, like the world as we lived in 2 years ago is not the world that we feel we're living in now. And I think many people feel like they're never coming home. So yeah, it's mostly what I try to write things about feelings, so different people feel these things for different reasons, but the song can work for whoever's feeling like that. Yeah.
See, I was going to ask you, that is perfect what you say. You think that when you make a video of a game and of a song and you upload it on YouTube, it changes the meaning of the song, or it keeps the same?
Oh, yeah, it changed.
Why?
The video is a multi-people composition. So it's like a creation of many layers. Some of it came from me, some of it was just like a found object, sort of. I think I love it, but it's not like contained with the song. The song is something by itself, and this is like a different thing. But I love it.
And when you express your feelings on a song, and somebody takes the song in with another meaning, how do you feel about that?
Oh, I don't care.
Why?
That's a good thing, you know. You make art for people to use it.
Perfect.
People.
And to use it, you feel it to use it in which way? For example, in a romantic way, that kind of things, or each people can use it in his personal way.
In any way. Yeah. I don't.
Sí.
You try to do something beautiful, and you hope it's relevant to people. The way it's relevant to them is I have no control over it. I'm just glad it's relevant.
Manu está hablando muy parecido a lo que I have the same feelings, exactly the same feelings. See, and we were talking with Manu all this week about that. See, we always fight because of
¿Qué, Raúl? ¿Sobre qué?
Sí, sobre poner dinero, sobre no poner dinero. For example, when money is involved, everything changes in music, that kind of things, you know. See, how do you feel about that?
Yeah.
Of big artists making a lot of money with music?
You know, the world is crazy. Everything in the world is crazy. I don't expect things in art to be perfect. I feel it's a huge luck for me that my songs are relevant to people, that it touches some of them in some way, that some people hear it over and over, or come to a few shows, or write to me about it. It's the biggest luck. It's the biggest, I don't know, and you know, from every other perspective, the world is crazy. I don't make it a condition for myself to feel that my art is good for it to change, to accommodate to the rules of money and business.
I think that you say the most important thing. Sí, in 3 years. Manu, lo que acaba de decir ya cerró todas nuestras peleas. El arte no es perfecto. Listo, ya está. Hermoso.
Una pregunta, Raúl.
Dale, sí. Sí, perfecto. We are going to make. I think that you have said the most beautiful thing that I ever heard in this radio. Art is not perfect.
Thank you.
Thanks for that. We are going to make 3 more questions only. We are running out of time. Thank you very much for your time. I really love to speak with you.
Thank you.
No,
it was a pleasure. Yeah.
Can you tell us something? What do you think about social medias and streaming services?
Oh, wow. That's 2 different questions. I don't like social media, generally speaking. I think it plays a part in how much hate and misinformation and dehumanization there is in the world. But you know, it's how we communicate now, so it's like the rules of of the world. We're sort of like, none of us is going to change that. And streaming services, I actually haven't spent much time thinking about it. I don't have much opinion. I'm a little bit sorry that people don't listen to full albums anymore, because when I was a kid listening to music, the full album was like, had its own entity, sort of, even more than, or different one than just different songs. But it's just how it is. So it's not like my biggest. I think I'm even more. If there's anything that bothers me about it, is that you can't make long intros anymore, because people will skip if you haven't created an entrance and anything interesting in 5 seconds, then they skip. And I love songs with long intros. So, yeah, but I wish that were our problems.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Me mando.
Sí.
Well, okay, Michal, you are in a conflicting zone, in a conflicting moment. I understand that you work in a hospital too. And from here, from Argentina, one sees you and thinks your life must be so crazy, And the question is, when you composing, when you make music, do you seek to push all that away, or do you use the music to channel off that stuff that happening in this moment?
That's a good question. Thank you. No, I don't try to push it away. But I'm not, I tried sometime to write like political songs, but it's not like something I can do, I think. But I do write, I think, well, like my new songs, the ones that I wrote after this album, most of them are about the war. Because the war is like half of my subconscious now. It's half of the subconscious of everybody, I think, living here, whatever you think about it. I'm from a very left perspective. I'm completely horrified by what Israel is doing and by the whole situation. But whatever you think, you see so much death and so much sadness and so much crumbling of the society, because society has been pushed into such a corner that it has no strength anymore. So that's very sad for everyone. And you can't pretend music is out of it. What you can is, also cry in your music, but cry in a beautiful way for people to feel a little bit or a little bit together, and also speak the truth from a very subjective way. I think also, like any trauma, and it's a trauma what's happening here for everyone, and at some degree, you don't have words for trauma in the beginning. So to write songs is a little bit like you find the words for it, for everyone. So yeah, I try to do that in my small way. I think about what an artist can do, if an artist can do anything. I don't have an answer, but I think just to go on in your small way and do the thing you do and relate to the situation in the best way that you can. Sometimes we don't see the outcome in the end. It's just you make the small steps that you can make.
That is important, to make small steps beautiful.
Michal, that I'm sure that someone in the world, someone listen to your music and help them, because you talk about things that no one talk about. and I think that is the way to do something in this time. You say I don't know what to do, but that's the so I think this question yesterday, and I wanna do it because I admire you. I love your music. When I heard that we wanna make an interview with Israel music, one have a prejuicio, no sé cómo se dice. But I'm very, very, very surprised that with your music, with your message, it's like a lesson to us that Israel is not what the media is saying. There's another Israel, and you represent that part.
Everything is so complicated. Everything is so people. There's different kinds of people.
Just for close the interview, we are gonna talk about the future plans of Michal. What is in your folder to the next time?
Well, I'm writing new music and I want to make a new album soon. I don't know. Also, it's hard to look at future from the Mediterranean perspective, from the Israel-Palestine perspective. I was thinking maybe, it's not decided yet, but I thought maybe I will make a new album with like a live album, so I can at least make a version of the new songs live, and then see later what to do with them. So that's my closest plan.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much, Michal. Just for close the interview, we are going to hear Pigeon Hunt, the song Pigeon Hunt. I don't know if I pronounce that good. Can you tell you something about that song, that particular song?
Pigeon Hunt. I don't know. It's a dream story. It's hard to explain without, telling too long a story. It's a dream story. And I love it. I love that song. Thank you for playing it. Thank you for the interview. It was such a pleasure.
Oh, it's a pleasure for us. Really interesting what you were saying. Thank you. We keep in touch, and we are going to send you the interview when the live show ends.
Don't stop, and don't stop to make music.
Thank you.
Don't stop.
I won't stop. Don't worry.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Pigeons on them bells.